Hello and welcome to this edition of Tigunia TipTok. Today we're going to be talking about posting setup for sales transactions. This is part of an ongoing series of TipTok videos that Tigunia is publishing regarding posting setups, basically what posting codes to use to achieve certain results. And today we're going to be talking about sales shipments and sales invoicing, at least the basic posting that's used. As you know, posting setup or posting codes are used within Business Central to tie certain transactions and functions to specific GL accounts. So the system knows what GL account to post to whenever you perform a transaction. So in this case, we're going to be talking about sales shipments and sales invoicing and look at where to set up those codes within the system. We're first going to take a look at the transactions that are posted whenever a sales transaction is posted. So I've got this little spreadsheet here to outline basically what those transactions look like, where the setup occurs, and what codes are used in order to do that. And then we'll show you some examples. So in this case, whenever you post a sales shipment from a sales order, the system is going to post a debit and a credit. It's going to post a debit to cost of goods sold interim, and it's going to post a credit to the inventory account interim. These are both set up, as you can see here, on the general posting setup and on the inventory posting setup. As far as the cost of goods sold interim account, we're using the general posting setup, and we're going to be using the general business posting group and the general product posting group that are set up on the customer and the item card. The inventory account interim is the code is received from the inventory posting setup, and that's a combination of the inventory posting group on the item card and the location code that the shipment occurred from. You can see that these are labeled as interim because they're not final until the sales order is actually posted and the invoice is actually posted. So in this case, if we look at the posting setup, and these are screenshots that are coming from Business Central in the general posting setup, you can see that we have a general business posting group and a general product posting group. That combination controls the sales and the cost of goods sold accounts that are being used in order to post that transaction. What this does is it gives you flexibility in being able to post to different sales accounts based on the general differences in the general business posting group, which is part of the customer setup, or the general product posting group, which is part of the item card setup. General business posting group generally is who you're selling to. The general product is what you're selling. It allows you the flexibility then of being able to post different types of customers to different types of sales accounts, or different items, different item groupings to different sales accounts if you want to. A lot of companies will only post to one sales account. There are some that want a variety of sales accounts so that when they have differences in the general business or the general product posting groups, they can drive those transactions to different accounts. You can see here that if I use a club as a general business posting group, then I have actually a couple of different sales accounts depending on whether the product that I'm selling is a finished good or a raw material. And same way with the retail customers, I can drive those to different accounts. On the cost of goods sold, you also can control where those are hitting. In this case, I'm only driving the club to one cost of goods sold account and the retail to another one, whereas in the sales account, I've had them split up also by general product posting group. It all just depends on what your setup wants to be. Here you can see is that interim account. So that's that first account, that first debit that occurs whenever you post that transaction. So if I go back to the transactions then, we've already posted this one when the sales shipment is posted. When you actually post the sales invoice, then a couple of different transactions occur. The first thing that happens in these lines right here is that the system is going to reverse whatever got posted during the sales shipment. So it's going to post a debit to the inventory account interim and a credit to the cost of goods sold account interim. Then it's going to repost that account with the actual cost of goods sold and the actual inventory account, the non-interim ones. So you can see it's still going to use that same setup, the general posting setup for the COGS and the inventory posting setup for the inventory account. It's going to create those entries. Then it's also going to post obviously a debit to receivables and a credit to sales for the actual sales amount. Now depending on whether you're using sales line discounts or invoice discounts or sales tax. There could be a number of other entries that are posted here, but these are the basic entries that are going to be posted. If we go back to our posting setup, then on the inventory posting setup, you can see that depending on the location and the inventory posting setup is you determine what inventory account and inventory account interim you want to use for those transactions. A lot of times companies will put those as the same account, but there are other companies that want to segregate their interim accounts so they know the value of the inventory that's been shipped and not received, or received but not invoiced, or shipped but not invoiced and received not invoiced. Sorry about that, I misspoke. So you can have those different if you want. And if everything is invoiced, your interim account should all be 0. But other companies, like I have set up here, have 1 account. And then in your customer posting group is where that receivable account is set up. So if we take a look at the individual master records and see those, you can see here in this first screenshot, this is the item card. In the cost and posting setup is where the general product posting group and the inventory posting group is set up. In the customer card, which is this next screenshot, is where the general business posting group and the customer posting group is set up for that transaction. So the combination of all 4 of those setups will help drive the sales transactions that will accrue. So I'm not necessarily going to show you any examples in Business Central. Just know that this setup is necessary in order for you to basically get your sales transactions posted to the right account, so you know, at least in this case, where those transactions are posting. So hopefully this will help with the posting setup. There's a series of other videos along with that deal with posting codes that are also going to be posted on our YouTube channel and on our site to basically give you additional information on different transactions and what posting codes are used. As always, if you have any questions about this or any other topic related to Business Central, give us a call here at Tigunia or use the email that's shown below. And if you like these videos, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and go ahead and click the bell icon so that you can be reminded of any future or notified of any future videos that come out. Have a good day.